So ever since I moved into this house, I've always joked about how it was probably haunted. Now for the first 2 years of living here, I wasn't really serious about it. Sure, the house is really old and was born at the literal dawn of time, but I never got the creepy vibes from the house. That is until I got into the 8th grade. So there was this one night I was sitting on my couch watching the Weather Channel. You know, like you do. I was pretty relaxed, I was having a fun time, when all of a sudden I got that weird feeling that someone was watching me. I looked into the direction where it was coming from, but no one was there. I got spooked for a second, but settled down. Then, out of nowhere, I hear a loud, booming voice start to talk to someone from upstairs. Keep in mind, I was home alone. There was no one in the house other than me. I was in pretty much shock, and when I finally tried to pay attention to what the voice was saying, it stopped. I was horrified, so I ran upstairs, and yeah, no one was there. That was the first time I seriously thought the house was haunted. So yeah, that was kind of weird, but it could just be my imagination, right? Well, something even worse happened around 2 weeks later. It was around 6 o'clock on a Friday night, and I was on my computer. I was just doing whatever I was doing when all of a sudden, the door handle from the door behind me started to shake. Now, sometimes my parents will shake the door handle before they come in to signal they're about to come in, so I said, "Come in, Mom," since she was the only one home. It didn't stop. Instead, it got even more intense. So I get freaked out. I walk slowly to the door, and it becomes more violent. I finally get up to it, and it stops. I open the door immediately, and no one is there. I yell for Mom, and she's downstairs. So after that, it kinda stopped. You know, I got the occasional weird feeling, but other than that, there was nothing really spoopy. Until this one spring afternoon. Jake was over and he was sitting on my futon in my room. I was in the bathroom near the shower. I'm walking towards my room when I get a strong, weird feeling. So I turn around and, okay, so we have these fake candles that are on almost all of our windows of our house, I guess for decoration. And for some reason, I looked right at that. And as soon as I look, I kid you not, that thing flies across the room and hits the shower curtain. So after that, there was no doubt in my mind. This place was haunted. After that, some even weirder stuff began to happen. Different members of my family started waking up at the same time about every night. And sometimes weird things would happen in that time of night. From bangs coming from the stairs to the television turning on by itself full blast, it was pretty scary. But the worst thing that ever happened in this series of happenings was what happened to my sister, Victoria. She was laying in bed when she woke up at around 5 a.m. She heard my cat messing with something in the corner, and when she told her to stop, she just bolted uncharacteristically out of the door. Victoria was like, okay, and she started to go back to sleep when she heard this horrifying screech come from the corner of her room. Victoria freaked out and ran out of her room and jumped into my mom and my dad's bed and slept with them. So after that story, the house became a bit creepy for me, and I would always be scared that I was going to wake up at 5 a.m. to something horrifying. So there was this one time that I had the boys come over to spend the night. It was Jake, Grayson, and Connor. It was around 4:45 a.m. Connor was already asleep, and I decided I needed to tell them the legendary stories of being woken up at 5 a.m. I told them the stories, and they both got a bit hyped up, and we all agreed to stay awake in the dark until the clock got to 5 a.m. When it did, for 5 minutes, we were going to stay completely quiet. So the time arrived, and we went quiet. You could feel the nervous tension in the air. We then heard some very light footsteps. We got deathly quiet. Then the door began to slowly open. Connor's still asleep, by the way.
Hey guys, can y'all come kill a horsefly in my room for me?
Yeah, it was just my sister. That doesn't justify the rest of the spooky things that happened, though. From the candle to the screen, this house is just overall really, really scary sometimes. But I like this house for the most part, despite its creepy ways. Hey, what's up, people? Sorry for the long time in between videos. I'll be honest, I really just could not decide what video to make next. There's a whole lot of video ideas coming up next, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. But I'm also trying to get back in the rhythm of things, so I don't want to post too long videos. I just want to be able to get one out. It's going to be really good. I want all the videos to be top par, and yeah, it's going to be great. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a great day.